Right now at noon, Madison Mayor Satya Conway responds to the police union's vote of no confidence. And Republican lawmakers are rolling out their coronavirus relief package. We'll look at the proposals and where Democrats stand.
This is News 3 Now at noon.
I'm Mark Kane. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now on this Monday. The late Representative John Lewis will lie in state at the U.S. Capitol this afternoon. Here's a live look as the procession carrying the body of the late congressman is headed to the U.S. Capitol. He'll lie in state outside at the top of the East Front steps for public viewing. Joe Biden expected to pay his respects. CBS is expected to hold a special report on the late John Lewis. We'll take you to it right after our shortened newscast. A less humid start to the work week. Let's head to the Weather Center. Meteorologist Hattie McLean has a look at your first warn forecast. The break in the humidity is nice.
It certainly is, and it's a welcome change for southern Wisconsin as well. Take a live look from the Queen Bee Radio Sky Camera in Platteville. Still some high-level cloudiness there, but you can see those clouds are starting to thin out and just filter the sunshine at this point. Here's a look at our temperatures. Climbing through the 70s for the most part. A few spots in the 80s. La Crosse and Boscobel at 83. The rest of us still in the 70s. Our temperatures will top in the low 80s here today, 81 degrees, then drop back into the 60s later on this evening. Coming up in just a few minutes, we'll talk about that temperature trend and what it means for dew points going forward this week.
All right, Hattie, thank you. Madison's police union, there we go. Madison's police union is officially issuing a vote of no confidence for Mayor Satya Conway. The union says the decision comes after what they called months of frustration and the absence of effective leadership from the mayor. The MPPOA says 95% of its members supported the vote of no confidence. The police union supported Mayor Conway in her 2019 campaign for mayor, but the union says they feel the mayor misled them during the campaign and has since claimed that she has pushed an us versus them narrative in the community. Mayor Conway is responding, saying, when I met with MPPOA on July 7th, I asked them not to rest on their past successes, but to be leaders in their field by reimagining what policing needs to be met, the needs of our entire community. I asked them what changes to policing and public safety in Madison they will champion. I asked them what they will support, and now publicly I asked them how they can embrace change in the spirit of serving our community. I have yet to hear a response, and based on their statement today, I must assume that they are unwilling to embrace change. Dane County District Attorney Ismail Ozan says protesters stayed outside his home until 1 in the morning on Sunday, playing music and chanting expletives and calling him a racist. He says the protesters want him to drop charges against people who were arrested for crimes during protests last month. To their efforts, he said, quote, your protest was about you trying to intimidate me into not doing my job unless I do it the way you think I should do it. You are not going to be successful. Ozan says for those committed to justice and wanting to discuss how changes can be made, protesters are welcome to call him. Dane County health officials are reporting an additional death due to COVID-19. Right now, there are 48,859 lifetime cases of COVID-19 in Wisconsin, including 893 deaths. DHS says that there are currently 9,946 people who have active cases and almost 38,000 people have recovered. With more than 420,000 cases of the virus reported in Florida, federal officials have stepped in to help, opening 5 surge testing sites in the southern part of the state. Florida is one of 3 states with more than 400,000 cases. New York is another, and California, the most populous state, is in the lead. Cases in California are showing signs of leveling off, and today, the world's largest COVID-19 vaccine test got underway. 30,000 volunteers will be injected with either an experimental vaccine developed by the National Institutes of Health and Moderna, or they'll get a placebo. Time is running up for Congress to pass the next coronavirus relief package as boosted unemployment benefits for roughly 25 million Americans set to expire this week. Skylar Henry has more details from the White House, where a close advisor to President Trump has now tested positive for the virus.
National Security Advisor Robert O'Brien is the latest Trump administration official to test positive for the coronavirus. The White House says there is no risk to President Trump, but the two have been in the same room recently. President Trump is headed to a pharmaceutical manufacturing facility today.
Working at warp speed to make sure we have the manufacturing capability to produce 1 billion doses of vaccine in 2021.
The president's trip comes as Republican leaders are preparing to unveil their $1 trillion coronavirus relief package, despite opposition from some within their own party over the price tag.
Half the Republicans are going to vote no to any Phase 4 package. That's just a fact.
Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin and White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows spent the weekend on Capitol Hill negotiating with Senate Republicans, and they're optimistic the bill will eventually pass.
The administration and the Senate Republicans are completely on the same page. Mark Meadows and I were up yesterday just working on technical issues in the drafts.
As it stands now, the GOP proposal would ensure unemployed workers get no more than 70% of the wages they made before losing their jobs. Republicans are opposed to the current $600 per week payments, which expire this week.
We have come to 3 cliffs this week: unemployment insurance, protection for renters, protection for state and local government workers.
Negotiations haven't even begun with Democrats, but there are areas where the two sides agree. Democrats and Republicans do agree on another round of $1,200 checks for most Americans and extending eviction protections until the end of the year. Skylar Henry, CBS News, the White House.
And negotiations could take several weeks as there is opposition over how much money to spend on coronavirus testing, money for schools, and money for state and local governments. And baseball has been back for less than a week, and games are already being postponed due to COVID-19. The Miami Marlins home opener against Baltimore has been postponed as the Marlins deal with an outbreak. The Marlins had 4 players test positive during their opening series against the Phillies today. An additional 8 players and 2 coaches tested positive. The Yankees-Phillies game has also been postponed. The Yankees would have been in the same clubhouse the Marlins used last weekend. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. Up next, we'll see what Howard's working on in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
Join me today to find out what makes our blueberry pancakes so darn addictive. It's our secret ingredient.
This right here is confidence in a bottle. It just gives you such a boost of confidence.
Not only does it change you on the outside, but something on the inside, knowing that you're looking better.
It makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt in my life.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Well, today we're going to see one for ourselves and let you be the judge. It's called Plexiderm, and lifestyle expert Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video, and you'll notice the model has bags underneath his eyes and some sagging, and all he uses is a small amount on a clean, dry face, and that's how easy it is.
All right, what's the active ingredient?
Okay, so it's silicates that are minerals found in shale rock, and what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes in as little as 10 minutes, no prescriptions, and very little effort. Even watching the video, this is a real it's a model, but it's a real guy with real bags underneath his eyes. And I did this to my father. We were at home. I had the timer on, and we were screaming. 4 minutes, 34 seconds, completely gone.
My real true opinion is wholly words I can't say on camera. These lines bother me. They really do. And this is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It was amazing. It feels good. Feels great. Looks even better.
And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles. So it targets all those problem areas.
So this would be a daily thing? Or
it absolutely could be a daily thing, but the way you want to do it is you want to have a clean, dry face. You use a small amount because it's so powerful. You have high school reunions, you have events you want to go to, you want to look years younger, this is it.
At our $14.95 price, it's the best way to try Plexiderm and see it work for yourself after your first application. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Right now, we're at a crossroads. We've seen what can happen when we elect a leader determined to divide us. As president, Joe Biden will forge a new path by growing an economy that works for working families, getting small businesses back on their feet, and expanding access to affordable health care. Joe Biden will lead us on the path forward, paved with opportunity for us all.
I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
At the Brothers Maine, we're on a mission to deliver more brands, more selection, and more savings on more appliances. See for yourself at the Brothers Maine, your local store for more since 1938.
Go to Amazon.com skills to enable Channel 3000 news briefs.
If you love light and fluffy pancakes studded with fresh blueberries, then you're in luck. July is National Blueberry Month, and there's no better time than right now to make them. That means these purplish blueberries are in abundance right now and at some of the lowest prices of the year. So let me share with you an amped up version of blueberry pancakes that I know you're gonna love. We start by mixing together some self-rising flour with a bit of sugar and salt. We make a well in the center of this and set it aside. Next, we beat together a package of cream cheese, that's our secret ingredient, along with a couple of eggs. Once it's smooth, we mix in some milk, melted butter, and a splash of vanilla. This gets poured into the well of our dry ingredients, and we mix it. All that's left to do is fold in our blueberries, and it's ready to spoon onto a hot griddle. After a few minutes on each side, these babies are ready to slather with butter and syrup. What makes these so good, besides the fact that they're bursting with blueberries, is the richness we get from the cream cheese. To get the recipe for our blueberry cream cheese pancakes, all you have to do is visit our website. I'm Howard with Kelly in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a
blueberry-licious way
for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
All right, guys, thank you. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. Up next is sunny and less humid start to the work week. Meteorologist Hattie McClain has what's in store for the rest of the week ahead in your First Warn forecast.
Bathing safety is essential. So-called Mad City Baths for high-quality, easy-access bath and shower designs installed in as little as 1 day. From walk-in and barrier-free showers to walk-in tubs with microban protection to prevent the growth of bacteria, mold, and mildew. Premium wall patterns like Canyon Rock, Sierra Sand, and more. Mad City Baths is Wisconsin's #1 ranked remodeler. Call now during our summer spectacular sale. Get a new bath or shower for only $49.95. Ask about 0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for 18 months. And call during this program for a free $100 Walmart or Amazon gift card with your free in-home estimate. Now offering flexible installation schedules and virtual online estimates. Throughout Madison and South Central Wisconsin, call 608-729-4466.
Save big money in your next project with 11% off everything now at Menards. All Patriot lighting is 11% off. This 3700 lumen LED cloud light is dimmable with adjustable color temperature. $78.99 after 11% off. All Sylvania lights are 11% off. This dimmable 1200 lumen LED ultra thin downlight offers 5 selectable color temperatures, no recessed can required. $78.99 after 11% off. Stop waiting and start saving with 11% off everything now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards. Seattle's pledge to defund its police department by 50%, even including a proposal to remove 911 dispatchers from police control.
Joe Biden said he's absolutely on board with defunding the police. Listen closely.
Yes, absolutely.
Hello, you've reached 911. I'm sorry that there is no one here to answer your emergency call, but leave a message and we'll get back to you as soon as we can.
Crime will rise significantly.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
Hi, everyone. Hattie says we're in store for a pretty nice week, but Tuesday morning, she'll tell us when we might need an umbrella.
And we'll have the latest on how area school districts are choosing to start classes in the fall. We'll see you starting at 4:30 on News 3 Now this morning.
Trust us to get it right.
To keep you prepared.
When severe weather is on the way.
And your family's safety is on the line.
Our team and technology are ready to help you stay safe.
Trust the First Warn Weather Team on News 3 Now. The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Well, another retailer shakes up the holiday shopping season, and Ford's future could lie in the pause of its latest project. Diane King Hall has more in today's Money Watch report.
Stocks start the week trading in choppy waters. Investors were cautiously optimistic about prospective stimulus measures and advances on a COVID-19 vaccine. Moderna makes progress on the development of a coronavirus vaccine. The biotech says it started phase 3 of clinical testing today. 30,000 volunteers are participating in the trial, which is being conducted in collaboration with the National Institutes of Health and a division of the Department of Health and Human Services. Meanwhile, Target is following in the footsteps of Walmart. The nation's second biggest retailer says it will close on Thanksgiving Day this year. The chain says it will be back open on Black Friday. To help keep lines shorter, the company says it plans to offer its sale prices online and make more than 20,000 products available for pickup or contactless delivery.